Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Urmisha Patel. Today in this video we are going to explore few string function help you in removing the spaces within the string field. So here I've used bookshop dataset and from there pull this book title string field. If you see each of the strings, they has some leading spaces and the trailing spaces as well. So if you want to remove this unwanted start and the end spaces, you can use either LTRIM, RTRIM and the trim functions which are there available in Tableau to remove those spaces. So we'll see one by one each of them in detail, when to use, how to use and what kind of a difference we get in the result. So let's get started with the LTRIM. Go to the analysis, click on create calculated field and here I'll call this function LTRIM. So basically this LTRIM help you in removing whatever the spaces that we have in the beginning of the string, which are the leading spaces. So if you want to remove, then call this LTRIM function, which stands for left trimming. And here in the parenthesis, it's asked you that string. So we'll pass this whole string field because we want to remove from each of the strings itself. So we'll pass here that book title string field. Let's rename this field as LTRIM. Apply. Okay, this field is ready. Drag this and put just next to this book title and you will see the difference. Whatever the spaces that we had at the beginning has been removed in this LTRIM. Now let's see this RTRIM. Again go to the analysis, click on create calculated field and here we'll call that function RTRIM. So RTRIM basically a function used for to remove any spaces which are at the end of the string. So this is also called as right trim. So anything which is the right side, not anything, it's about the space. So any space which are unwanted, you can remove it by calling this by right trim. Right trim, and again similar to the LTRIM, we just need to pass that field. So here I'll pass that book title field. Let's rename this. We'll call it as RTRIM. Click on apply. Okay. So this field is ready. Drag this and put just next to the LTRIM and you will see the difference that the space which are there at the beginning has been maintained here, but the spaces at the end has been reduced drastically, which means whatever the unwanted here we have in this field has been removed. So that is all about the RTRIM. Now we'll see this trim function. Again go to the analysis, we'll create a new calculated field, trim. So this is the function help you in removing the leading and the trailing spaces whatever we have here, which means start and the end, whatever the unwanted spaces we had or we have here will be removed by this calling this trim. So again just you need to pass that field. So we'll mention that book title field, rename this field as trim, apply. Okay, this field is ready. Again drag and pull to this next to the RTRIM and you will see the difference again. So what the difference is that whatever the leading spaces has been removed and the trailing spaces which are at the end has also been removed, which are unwanted. So that's how the trim function works, as a fully trimming or the fully removing the spaces from the leading and the trailing spaces whatever we have has been removed with the trim. So I would prefer going with the trim function rather than just going with the L or R trim, but again depends on your problem statement and what kind of a string field you have. You can choose either of those, but yes, this is most helpful, and whenever you work on any string field based data set, it's really an important one. You usually come across with this kind of string fields with the string values they have as a space which are unwanted. For more such video, please subscribe to my channel. Till then, happy learning.